First Sergeant is responsible for health, morale, welfare, and discipline of a squadron. They are typically the enlisted person who can be that link between the enlisted force and their commander and their officers within that squadron. A lot of the jobs that I have are just dealing with people and taking care of my airmen. I also try to inform my commander and let him know the tone or the health and morale of my airmen in that squadron. Another part of my job is giving the commander recommendations based off of how I think an airman is doing or what I think should be done with an airman, whether that's awards or discipline. I can have airmen sometimes look at me as the bad guy and blame me, when at the end of the day, I typically am there to fight for them. When I'm in that authoritative position and I have somebody in my office that may be under some type of scrutiny or disciplinary issues, I try my best, and I know that I'm not perfect at it, but I do try my best to come at somebody with a smile on my face, and I try to explain to them that no matter how bad things are right now, there's always a way to make things better. No matter how low you are, no matter how bad it seems, there's always a way out, there's always a way up. I can tell you that this is the best job I've ever had. Not just in the Air Force, but in my civilian career, this is the best job ever. I finally feel like I have a voice where if somebody is doing something or going through something that is maybe on the negative side, I have an office where I can pull them in and I can say, hey, I understand you're going through something right now. Maybe I've gone through it too. But I'm finally in a position where I have the ear of the commander. I have the ear of the chief. My chief and my commander and we just have such a great rapport that they listen to me, and I think that's important. So I finally have a voice for the airmen, but I also have a voice for the commander to the airmen. There were some bad first sergeants that I had, and I thought a first sergeant was there to help me if I needed them. And there were a few times where I thought I needed a first sergeant, and when I went to them, they weren't available. With that being said, I thought I want to be a first sergeant because I want to be that leader or that first sergeant that I needed when I was a young airman. And I hope that I'm doing that for my airmen, but it really motivated me to want to be a good leader and want to take care of airmen because I know what it was like to not be taken care of. So for the most part, I try to be inviting and always have a smile and be motivated, and I try to be positive because I want airmen, when they see me, I want them to be excited. I want them to be like, hey, I had a supportive first sergeant, and maybe one day down the road they can be inspired to be a first sergeant.